back to the Western Wilds. So we've fast forwarded into May. We're still not in a position to harvest anything, but we've got our bales are now 100% fermented. So I want to see how much they sell for. Well, I wish mine didn't show. Why didn't it show me 34 too? So about $4,000. Let's have a look if that's the best price that we have. Oh, wrong place. So, silage, where are you? I went straight past it, didn't I? Silage. So train yard, even though it's gone down, it's still by far the cheapest. So I'm going to try this. I'm not sure how successful this is going to be for me. I'm not really that crash hot with this. Actually, we might as well try it from the top, hey? Now, if I can do this successfully, I may try and do it this way. If not, okay, it doesn't want to go in. Okay, so that's not an option because it doesn't seem to want to recognize it. Pushing them in, it will not work either. No. So, sadly, not very helpful to us. So we're going to have to do it the kind of illegal way. Now, I wasn't really planning to do it like this. But at least this way we're... We're going to be selling them. Okay. Kind of... I need to go get that one back. So we're definitely going to have money to be able to buy some animals. Now I'm hoping like anything that I can just load the trailer here like this. I realize that I probably should have just got a telehandler with a bale fork on it, but wow, I didn't realize how well we're going to get paid on this. Now you think of it, I'm selling it quite a bit cheaper. We can make a lot more money out of this if I would have waited for them to. Now let's go and pick this one up from here. We got $150,000. Let's get you here. So, do you think I can do what I want to do? Oh, I was going to say, what happened? Alright, so it's sold, but not every single one of them, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. We'll come back after them. So obviously, if I spend some time to do bales, just bales and bales, I'll make more money than I make on the crops. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, now before we do that, I want to get rid of these bales that are just kind of hanging around. I don't know if there is any. We'll go and have a look at if there is any behind there. Didn't I have 250,000 before and now I got less money? Did I miss something? Looks like there's a bale hiding underneath there. And looks like there's a bale hiding underneath over there as well. Okay, let's go down and see if we can pick up some of these bales. Oh, get out of the way. Alright, let's just do this way. We're gonna be... Okay, we need to find a better way to sell bales than this. Got bales glitching everywhere. And we definitely don't want that. Okay, so let's go here first. We've got bales in here. I'm not sure if this is, yep, it's there. So that's fine. Okay, I believe we kind of got rid of all of them, right? We don't go in there. I don't think we've got any bales that are kind of just stuck anywhere, right? So we've made $380,000 out of our bales. Okay, so let's, before we forget, return the 2 trailers. Okay, so that was a very good payday. So now we're gonna need to go, we're gonna need to go and find the perfect place to put our first lot of animals. Now obviously, since it's gonna be either cows or sheep, we're gonna have to be somewhere in the vicinity of our grass fields. So if I put the map up, I don't know, where is a good spot? Should I be here somewhere, or you know what? Probably the easiest way to do this is to do it this way. And we got animals. Let's assume it's cows that we want. Oh, we don't have money for that. Definitely not. 145 cows. 150 cows. 250. Whoa. We can't afford that. Definitely don't want 4 cows. We can't afford that. 200. Okay. That's 80. That's 50. That's 200. That's 45. That's an interesting design. I wish there was more cows though. 45. They can't afford those. 250. Where do I find this place that's open enough that this, whoops. You know what I want to do before I get any further than that? Save the game, because what if I have some issues with placement? Animals. No, which one was it? This one. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you going? See, I don't know if this is this gonna work? Okay, it looks like where I am, oh, not under. It looks like where I am, there's plenty of space. There's not a problem with space. Let's see if it works. Now let's, no, looks like it's just sitting there, oops, in the same, I can see the blue, so obviously there is an issue with this. Yeah, I will restart the game. Well, we're looking at different sheep enclosures that we can utilize. I'm trying to figure out whether one is better than the other. 250. So this See, I don't know if these ones actually work. Don't know if this blue thing disappears. Let's have a look. Maybe. I don't want to put it there. See, I knew that's gonna happen. The downsides with all of these, let's turn this tractor off, no point just, is that this blue thing doesn't disappear, and that's the problem with them. Alright, so we're gonna look at, since we started with the sheep, let's 250 sheep. Collides with player. Well, get out of the way, player. So we've got food and everything on that side, which is fine, there's not an issue there. Okay, so we're gonna kind of back it up here. Let's again put it, line it up a little bit with the road so we kind of square, but back it up a bit. Okay, now I want to do a little bit of painting since we kind of damaged this area a little bit, so we don't really want to have too much of that concrete. What is this? Dirty dirt patches. Animal mud. Wet mud. Let's go with animal mud. After all, we are going to need to have access to feeding the animals, right? It's probably more likely that we're going to have like a muddy pit over here where we're feeding them than this beautiful concrete thing. So might as well do it that way. That's kind of right. Now since we've got this one over here like that, yeah, we might as well kind of do it like this as well. I hate it the way it doesn't really seem to want to sort of stay in one direction, right? I do want to sort of create a little bit of a, not such a square. All right, so well, so we've got our first animal enclosure. Okay, this is where we put food. This is where we get our sheep. Okay, so we're not really gonna go down that path yet. Let's get our tractor, because we are going to come and cut this grass again, and this time get ourselves into a position to cut the grass and get ourselves more grass for the animals, since we have no feed for them. I will see you when I'm ready. Okay, change of, I changed my mind. I got rid of this manure, and what do you think it's underneath the manure? A gold nugget. I put the sheep over here. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, so that's why you didn't see me do it. I thought, you know what, it's not going to be really good for me to have this area as what I was originally kind of hoping that I will have it, and that is our production. I thought, you know what, this is probably not the best place to have all your production in one go. And you don't want, I didn't really want to have animals all over the place. Kind of regret now that I cut all the trees, the thing to cut all the trees, because you cannot add any more trees. Let's see if I have any decorations as trees that I could add, because the map already has a humongous amount of trees. So you're kind of, I was kind of stuck. I'm thinking, nah, that's all right. I can, oh, there you, I can add stuff like this as decoration. So now that's okay. I can always add some more stuff. Yeah, but it doesn't really appeal. I'm thinking, that's okay. I'll add the trees later. But just realized when I was trying to add the trees, you cannot. Okay, that's probably a bit too much. That's no good. I gotta get myself back that mod that I can, you know, put things anywhere I want type of thing. So we are going to deal with the trees once we start cutting trees down. We're gonna do that obviously now. Then we're gonna deal with the tree issue, and we're gonna put some more trees. So I kind of made a decision that I'm gonna have my animals on this side of the map, and that way I can deal with the animals a lot easier, and then have my production spread all over the map. Okay, wrong button. Now it's gonna say beautiful. Yeah, it kind of, when I was doing it, it kind of dawned on me, hang on a little bit. You're gonna have your animals all over the place. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to do that, and then you know, you're gonna kind of go all over the place to. Okay, let's see where he's gonna go. Last time I did this, he tried to go. Okay, he tried to cross the river. Curious to see where he's going to go. So, alright, he's gonna go the wrong way, and I don't like that. Why would you go all the way around when you're... Oh, go away. When your starting point is right there. So we're gonna get into a position where we're gonna have to cut quite a lot of the trees down. And that's just to give ourselves the ability to have more trees. Alright, so I'm gonna let him do this work. Again, I'm not really gonna record too much of it. Purely because obviously you've already seen me do all this. So once we get a bit of grass and all that sort of stuff, we're gonna buy ourselves, and we might as well look at it now. Let's see what trucks I thought I had. Let's have if I still have them. All the trucks that I could use for. There you are. Does this do water? Yes, it does. What's in the disc? Nothing in the discounted, so can't even bother about that. Okay, so this is good for water, right? Yeah, we want a beacon. No, we don't want that on that tank. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, whatever, doesn't bother me. GPS doesn't bother me. So since we're gonna have a truck with water, might as well have this as whoa, that's a bit over the top. What, don't I just have like a... Okay, so rim is always black if you can't have it. So why is this weird? Okay, so for whatever reason, this wants to go like that, hey? Okay. Okay, so that's going to be our water trucks, since we need, and we have these other trucks here, but we don't really need them as yet. Okay, let's... Where are we? Go get it. Oh, that's gonna give me a headache. I'll go get a tether, and that way we can get ourselves ready for hay. Now, I don't really need to do hay. I can just do grass, but in the interest of keeping some sort of realism, I thought, turn it into hay, because it's going to be a lot easier for you, or for me in this case, to keep it for a longer period of time. Now, I haven't really decided if I'm going to turn everything into hay, or all the grass into hay, or just one field into hay. So we're kind of gonna, let's see, there's no issues with that truck, no. Oh, okay, where's the terrace? There we are. Now we're obviously just going to lease this. We're not gonna bother with buying it. All right, kind of done a little bit of fence fixing. Oh, there you are. It's getting dark. So we bought the truck, as you already, I believe I already recorded that. I filled it up with water. I didn't realize that this water costs money, but that's not that big of a deal. That's fine. I just thought I'd do this because I thought, you know what, we're gonna need a little bit of a shed here. After all, we don't want to... I remember there was a way that you can get rid of this, but I forgot. After all, we don't want to have our equipment that we don't really need at the main farm, I haven't really decided, I'll show you what I'm talking about, what we're gonna do for this whole area. But, animals, I believe we're gonna put sort of animals in different places. Maybe we're gonna put another sheep enclosure over here, something in between animals here and so on. Once we get it all organized, okay, we'll look into it and we'll come up with a better solution. Okay, so this guy is just about done, right? I'm not sure where he's going, but I don't like the fact that he leaves me these little bits and pieces, but that's fine. We'll do our best to try and cut most of them. Now, I'm not going to bother with trying to cut all of them, but we'll cut the majority of them. Okay. Now, I do have a shed that can hold bales, which I suppose it's a bit silly thing to say, because I suppose that's the point of a shed, to hold bales. Now we'll get this little bit over here cut off as well, since we have this grass. I didn't even bother fertilizing this grass. Not that I didn't want to, but I completely forgot, to be honest. Get over here, clear that, come back over here, create job, move you over here. Oh, I was gonna press start job, but let's do one more. Let's do you a little bit smaller, maybe that will help with okay, boom, done. Now let's see where he's going to go. Where is... very dark. Okay, what I'll do is I'll let him cut the grass. You've already seen me do cut the grass on this field, and in the morning we'll get ready to tether that grass and turn it into hay. Now this is what happens when you work at night. He missed that whole piece over there. I didn't realize that he did, but that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like we're going to need that much hay to start up with, so that's not an issue at all. So we're going to tether this. We're going to try and get all this work done today. I don't like the fact that our last video was grass and this video is grass as well. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sort of put up with this. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the fences over there because I can't seem to fix those fences. It tells me it collides with something. I don't know what it collides with, but it collides with something. So I kind of left it alone, and then I'll sort of make a decision on what exactly I'm going to do about not repairing or repairing that fence. All right, let's get this turned into hay, and then well, turn the grass around so it dries, and then it will turn into hay. And then I will obviously bring a baler. I have found a baler that I don't need a tether. I'm just going to lease the baler. Actually, I didn't even check to see what's available. Ooh. That is tempting for a little tractor, 75 horsepower. I've never used it ever. So you can get, what is it, 43%. Don't really need, you know what, I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. I will kind of have a think about that. I don't really have a really tiny tractor on the farm. So these ones are a little bit wider. Eh. Very tempting. What's the speed? 30 kilometers per hour. That's fine. You know what? I wasn't really planning to do that. I was looking more to see if there is a baler here that I can lease. And this is the balers that I'm talking about. This one's over here. So it really makes no difference which one you use. What's the configuration difference? Okay, so black edition, red doesn't bother me that. Doesn't really bother me that either. How much does it cost to lease? 10 grand. So it's gonna hit us a little bit, but not a problem. We do need something, so I might as well just get this. I said I don't want to do it with round bales anymore. So we're gonna list this once everything is ready, and then get ourselves into a position to, well, actually bring the baler down here, start baling, and then we will collect it off the fields. I can't believe how much he missed, and I didn't realize that he was missing it. But that's fine, not a problem at all. Next month is harvest time, so no doubt that the next episode we're going to be doing harvesting our barley and then get into harvesting our canola. So it's going to be a busy next couple episodes where we will have to harvest and mulch real quick and then plant real quick. So let's get it done. Well, there you are. We got ourselves a perfect tractor for the baler. Not obviously. I'm just going to torture this little tractor that we bought. Oh, he's really torturing this little tractor that we bought to get this baler home. Now obviously I picked this baler for the obvious reason that I don't have to oh, what is it called? I always forget windrowers. That's it. I don't need a windrower to get to use the windrower before I bale it. So this is going to be all in one, even though the windrowers are slightly bigger. But anyway, in the interest of saving a bit of time, and you get to watch me use these balers. I suppose if I'm you doing the same job, at least I'm using different equipment. Okay, before we go any further, okay, we need to set this at what do we get? 222. So what is the option? 240, 180. I think 222. You know what? Go to 240. Even though I think I may regret it, because I don't think you can wrap those 240 balers. Oh, saving again. All right, and we're baling. As simple as that. What do you think of these balers? I'm not quite sure if these balers are actually, you can have a baler with a windrower at the front in real life. I've never seen them, any farmers use them in real life. So I'd have to assume that this is not a real life scenario. Why it's not a real life scenario, I couldn't tell you, because whoever came up with the idea, well, I say why if it's not a real life scenario. It should be. Because it is a very good idea in my opinion. And watching people like One Lonely Farmer and people like that do make their living out of bales, this seems like a very good idea. I don't know how realistic it would be in real life, because in real life you would need to be able to obviously do this at a decent speed, and at the same time you know, have a strong enough tractor that can do all this. Maybe that would be the problem, the strength, but no, I don't think so. There's tractors these days that are about upwards of 600 horsepower. So I don't think that'd be a problem with horsepower. But anyway, who knows? Maybe I'm talking about it and somebody's actually using it in real life. Okay, now we're going on a spending spree. I got this tractor again from it was on discounted, used vehicle, not discounted. You think I would have remembered that all the time that I've played. $40,000. I really couldn't just say no. To be honest, never ever used this tractor at all. So I've got two tractors on discount, $60,000 between these two tractors. How many horsepower does this tractor have? Be a medium, right? 180 horsepower. So, wow, it's already dropped down to, how much is this worth? Oh, so they dropped down to just about 30% straight away, which is fine. So now we have a couple of medium tractors, and a couple of large tractors. So we don't really need tractors for a while now. I know what you're thinking. Whoa, what are you buying so many tractors? Well, maybe some of you are thinking of that. Well, the way I've extended myself with fields on sort of pretty far apart, and the way the season is as far as growth, as far as harvesting and planting and all that sort of stuff, we are going to need different style of tractors and different types of tractors, and I can set them on course play. Once we get into this properly, obviously there's going to be some jobs that I'm not going to record. Like if I've done grass, I'm not going to, and I need grass again, I'm not going to record grass, me cutting grass every season and so on. So I'll just be able to set them up on course play and let them go. And that's the reason why, the small tractors, I can use them for tethering and little jobs around the farm. The bigger tractors obviously going to be used for planting and when we need to plow or stuff along those, stuff like that. It's probably the best way to say it. So yeah, we've got now 5 tractors. I believe we got 5 tractors. Yeah, we got 5 tractors. And that should be plenty for now. I don't think we should need any more tractors than the 5 that we have. So from now on, we're going to concentrate obviously into getting some money for our getting a bigger combine. We're desperately going to need to get ourselves a bigger combine. But like I said, we're not going to borrow money to do that. And we're not going to obviously cheat money to do that either. It is going to be purely and 100% of earning every single cent that we're going to spend. Because we started with the whole farm, I don't think we should need to get into a position where we're borrowing or anything like that. We have the land to make money. We got trees. Should we be struggling with money? Which I don't think we will, because as you've seen, you can make money fairly easily once you get into the game proper. So I think once we're going to get into the game, it's not going to be very hard to make a lot of money. But we are going to spend quite a lot of money in beautifying the map. I kind of have a couple of things that I want to do, and since we have the space to do so, I am going to play around with adding like a little city or something to that degree. And all of that is going to cost us money. I'm going to add some more sell points, obviously, and again, that's going to cost us money. So we're not going to say, well, this is this. We're going to cheat or not pay for it. Everything that we do as far as adding buildings. Oh, what? You're not going to pick that up? Come on, definitely can pick that up, eh? Okay, and now let's go to you. You know, buying fertilizer, seeds, and all that sort of stuff. So it's gonna cost us a bit of money to beautify this, make it more attractive to, you know, a farmer that has this much land should be well off financially, and that's what we're gonna attempt to be. That farmer that is well off. Okay, so we're gonna take this to our animal enclosure over here. I could have put a gate on this side as well, which I may end up doing, or at least at the other end. We'll see, or maybe not, who knows. So this way we're gonna go. We have water and we have feed, so we can buy animals. Now I've sort of been thinking about this. Do I want to buy animals that can, you know, like the more mature animals that I can get wool straight away? Or, you know, I do believe I have. Do I have it here or where do I? Oh no, this is that's to this one. Hay storage. Okay, so how do I want to put it there, or do I want to sort of put it like this? I think I may end up just putting it like this. Let's have a look. How are you in comparison? Yep, that's pretty good. Landscaping, painting, so we're gonna paint this. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this once I get into the swing of things. What I was thinking, can I put it through? And actually, I think I should be able to. We'll see in a minute if we can or cannot do that. Oh, the other way. Yes, so that's beautiful that I can do that. I knew that's gonna do that for the, I don't know why it does that for the first time. Oh, go down. Okay. So we purchased the trailer, so the trailer is ours. So I don't need to return it anymore. And now let's go get our sheep. Obviously this trailer we're gonna leave over here for now. Oh, hang on, what am I talking about? I got a heap of bales that are gonna come to, oh. So we're gonna select these. I definitely don't want 60 of the younger generation. I don't know why I started at 60, that's silly. We're gonna go 15. 15 of the younger ones. And I'm gonna get 15 of those. And why not get 15 of those? And why not get 15 of those? And then we want to get same of the, so what do we have, 75. And we'll get that, and that's it. All right, so now we're just gonna have to feed them, right? And now we find out that we can't use, oh, bales. Wouldn't that be funny? Obviously not, but, and we're gonna go the longest way possible. Now, obviously I'm going to get a front loader to do these. I'm gonna try and keep some sort of realism here, or a telehandler, something to that effect. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot more than just the one bale. And we'll get them some water, and there we go with our first animals. We've purchased our first animals for the map. Okay, and let's see how much food have I given them with these. Grass? Grass? I thought it was hay. You know what? Maybe it is still grass. No, it's hay. I like these trucks. They're a bit simple inside, but in real life, I'm assuming that's exactly how they would be. Okay, so we got our hay hanger over here. We've got our sheep over here. And we're gonna get through these bushes over here. How are we going with the water? Come on, stop saving. Boom, water, 15,000 liters. Wow, that's good. So they drop in price massively, don't they? All right, done. And now I'm gonna get you. And let's go and get the bales, the grass bales, and bring them along. I do have holes in the fence over here, which I couldn't fix. So we might as well use them for our advantage. Yeah, how did I know we're gonna do that? Actually, this gives me an idea. Can I get rid of you? I was gonna put a gate there, but then I thought, no, it's not gonna look good, a gate right on the corner. No one puts a gate in the corner. So that's why I kind of pause for, I go for a swing. I go for a swing. All right, let's go pick up the bales. Now, I'm not gonna bore you with that, so I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'm not quite sure how much of this episode is gonna end up on YouTube or not. But yeah, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your support. And again, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, please write them down. I look forward to reading them. Have a wonderful day. God bless you wherever you are around the world. Have a wonderful and safe day. See you later. Bye bye.